Hey, David Wygant here, 10-minute daily reality check. Orange County Fair. Wow, did I win a lot of stuffed animals. Nothing like making a little 6 3/4-year-old happy when daddy wins stuffed animals. So much fun. Look, daddy, let's go win some more stuffed animals. Nothing like paying $100 for a $1 stuffed animal. But you know what? It's the joy that we bring to our kids that make the moments really happy. A lot of people are quality time people. A lot of people are quantity time people. The hoverers of the world hover and hover and hover and hover more. You've heard terms like helicopter mom and helicopter dad. You've heard terms of parents overparenting. We've talked about that on the show. But the reality of life is not about the amount of time we spend hovering over a human being. It's what we do and the memories we build. I remember when I was a kid, I remember the memories that I have with my parents. Now, I was that kid that was sent to summer camp for 2 months. I was sent to my grandparents on the weekends sometimes, so my parents would have alone time. When my parents went on vacation, I'd go stay at my grandmother's house for 10 days. I remember all those things because those things are all part of what I am and who I am. It's made me the independent person that I am, and it actually gave me the opportunity to have very successful friendships and relationships because I never carried with me that needy gene. You know that gene that we have, it's the neediness. It's the constant needing to be around somebody, the constant controlling of somebody, the constant controlling of the environment, the fear that you have when you no longer have control of your environment and the people that are in it. It's micromanagers in life that do this on a regular basis. I don't need to micromanage anybody in my life. When my friends show up for me, they show up for me. When I have time with them and we hang out, I take it as a gift. The gift of the friendship, the gift of connecting, the gift of being together. That's what's really important to me. When I spend a couple of days with a friend of mine, I'm present with them. I honor that time. It's called balance. When I get to spend time with my daughter, I love being with her. Every single moment is precious and amazing. I do not have enough time with my daughter at all, and it's repulsive that I do not have that time. But that's another story for another show. But every moment that I have with anybody, whether it's my daughter, whether it's with my friend, whether it's with my girl, are all moments that I absolutely cherish. I'm 100% present when I'm with people. Will I check my phone? Yeah, on and off during the day because I have a business to run. And I will check it. If a text message comes in, I will check it during the day because I have people that work for me. I have clients that have texting packages with me, and I want to make sure that I serve them the way that I promised to show up for them. But when it comes down to 5 o'clock and the whistle blows, I am fucking done. I don't look at my phone. I go out to dinner. I don't bring it with me. I don't care to bring it with me. I know that my daughter is safe and sound with her mother. I know that all my friends are safe and sound with themselves. So whoever I'm with at night, I make sure that I don't look at my phone consistently because they are giving the gift of time to me to connect with me. Because all we have are the moments that we have. Every time we look at our phone, every time we break away from the moments that we have in life, we're literally breaking away from somebody's attention. We're literally breaking away from a connection with somebody. The multitasking generation that we have become now really is not a good thing at all. We're multitasking so we can accomplish as little as possible because we're not giving the attention that we need to give to people who are actually in our presence. Quality time. It's a love language for a lot of people. If you've taken the 5 love language test, my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation and quality time. I don't have enough time with my daughter, so at the Orange County Fair, I took in every available moment that I could. I was present. I love this little girl more than anything in the world. Sometimes I feel like I've been given the opportunity of an ex-con to parent my child. But once again, that's another story we'll say on another podcast another day. What I really want to stress today is where we're at right now in our own lives, where you're at in your life right now. It's July, the end of July. We're almost in August. The summer is passing us by very, very quickly. How present were you this summer? How present were you? How many times did you go to a barbecue this summer and look at your phone and wonder what else was going on? How many nights did you connect with friends? How present were you with your friends? How present have you been in your life on a daily basis? I want to challenge you, and I've talked about this on the podcast many times. I want to challenge you on a present contest. How many times a day do you look at that device called the phone? I know I've talked about this like a broken record, but I seem to not be getting my point across enough because every single day I find people looking at their phone 24/7. How present are you? When you're out with your friends, how many times do you look at your phone? I want you to take notice of that when you go out tonight or tomorrow night or this weekend. How many times are you texting people that aren't there, answering questions from people that aren't there, and they're not work-related at all? You see, all we have is the moment that we have in time. You see, I'm just going to be the Grim Reaper today and imagine, okay, that a fucking bomb blows off in your neighborhood or the aliens come down and finally attack and take you away, or the boogeyman or Freddy Krueger or one of those monsters come out of your closet and maim and murder and destroy you. The question is, how did you live your last day? When we die, we ask for more time. We don't ask for more money, and we certainly don't ask for more Facebook posts. We certainly don't want to read memes. We want to know, we ask the doctor, how much time do I have left? Because at that moment, according to everybody that has asked that question and found out that they had limited time, everybody asks for one thing, one more day. There's a great book called One More Day. Mitch Albom wrote it. We ask for one more day because that's what we're looking for. Because we finally realize when our own mortality is finally exposed, we just want more time. Human beings waste time on a daily basis on trivial things, on fighting, arguing, trying to manipulate and control situations. Divorced parents waste so much time on energy that was in the past, trying to gain an extra buck from somebody who's a walking ATM machine to them. Controlling the children, trying to manipulate the relationships with the children, not sharing children. For all of you that try to manipulate your life and don't live your life fairly and squarely, well, you're going to get a bad message because time is not going to be on your side, because eventually time flips. Eventually, the people that you try to manipulate and control tend to go the other direction. And then all of a sudden, all the time that you manipulated and controlled comes back, and the person looks at you and says, I don't want to fucking be around you anymore. Time is all we have. Being present is all we have. So now as the summer comes down and August is rolling in, my question and my reality to you is, how are you going to spend the last month of the summer fully vested in summer? For those of you who live in cold climates, October is right around the corner, and so is November. Don't kid yourself. You're going to be going to hibernation mode. So how present are you going to be the month of August? How are you going to live every single day to its fullest? And how are you going to manage time? Because time is the most precious commodity we have. If we could sell time next to bottled water in the supermarket, it would probably be more expensive. Who would have thought bottled water would be the cost that it is? But it is. So if we can find a way to sell time and we can bottle time or put it in an envelope and you can buy time back, how much do you think time would be worth to you? How many of you want to travel back in time and literally relive mistakes that you made? How many of you go back in the past and think about things that you've done in the past, and if you only did it differently? Well, it's called managing time. Time is our most precious commodity. The question on this Thursday in July is how you're going to make the most of your time. I'm going to leave you at that. Spread the podcast, share the podcast, please. Take the time to do it. Take the time to spread it. Take the time to like it on iTunes. And take the time to be a better person today. Count your blessings. Be in gratitude of what's going on in your life. And take the time to do that. and send a text or a phone call to people that you really love and honor, and take the time to be present for them. Be on time for people. It shows them a respect. But most importantly, count your blessings every day, because you never know when time is up. More reality tomorrow. Self-help that doesn't suck. David Wygant out for the day. Time to take some more time to go back to my daughter and go back to the fair and go for a swim.